Ms. Morrissey, we go back to you. Does the school board communicate well with parents and students? What would you do to improve communication?
Should know this one, being a parent. They have, yes, I would say, generally speaking, I think that the school board and the school system does communicate well with the parents. They have several avenues to work with them. However, I think there's a matter of getting the parents involved more. Emails are not the be-all and end-all for some people because they get blasted with too many. I think we need to step back from just having communication of that nature and getting the parents more involved in the school to begin with. Having worked with the new school, Brookwood Elementary, finding how much people got involved through the PTA, that got them interested in the school system and then more involved and more engaged. So yes, I think they're communicating well, but I think there's more ways that we can do that, maybe through types of things like town hall meetings or more frequent meetings that are, for example, either during the day for stay-home parents, but also things in the evening. Sometimes we need to double up. We've learned that works well for us. So, this is about it.
Well, first of all, there's a great book by Jim Collins called Good to Great. We're good, and I want to take us to great, really what it comes down to. The heart is there, the attitude, Jennifer does a great job, and there's a desire, and everyone recognizes it's the parents' money that pays all the salary, and they really want people to be involved, etc. I want to be much more proactive and push information out there. Now that we're in districts, I want to have mini town halls all the time, so that they should have it in everyone. That should be scheduled at the board level, and we get feedback, etc. We have to go out there with them. It's just like when we went to Iraq, we went out into the neighborhoods instead of staying in the bases. And I want to be very proactive in that regard. I want to use that learning management system as I talked about. And let's get the parents understanding that private school parents are generally more involved in here. Let's be honest about it. They are. And so let's get to that level, because it's amazing what will happen when parents get more and more involved at home and at school. They are the pixie dust of this whole process.
The more I think about that, not the pixie dust, but the communication. In our school, we had parents who felt they really knew what was going on, and we had other parents, even parents that were extremely involved in the school system, who didn't feel that they were getting communication. And it wasn't necessarily from the Board of Education, from Jennifer's office, but within their school, within their actual teacher. And I think that comes from the leadership of the school. I think the principals teach their staff how to communicate, and I think the problem gets down right to your teacher. I know there's people here who had teachers who were not the best communicators, where, for example, I was fortunate, had a teacher that was very good. But I think the burden relies also on the parent. If you're not getting what you need, or if you're not hearing what you need, then you have to be the one to reach out as well. So I think the parents have to work with the school system to get the information they need. If they're not getting it, then the burden relies on them as well.